Morning. It's Thursday, May 13th. We're ready to go at 7:30. It's almost 8 o'clock and the hostel owners at Uncle Johnny's still aren't here to take our money. I gotta say, I would pass by Uncle Johnny's and not stop here. The accommodations are so-so. They need to upgrade and put some money back into their place. Live and learn. So we probably won't even get going until 8:30, quarter till 9, and frustrating. We got some miles to put on and it's going to be uphill. We're trying to put in maybe 13 to 15 depending, and the elevation is all uphill today. So we'll be heading out hopefully soon. Frustrating. Alright, I'm a slower hiker than Dan. He's gonna wait for them and I'm heading out. A little ridiculous. So he'll probably catch me on trail somewhere up here. Alright, into the woods and start going up. I'm just gonna take my time. This is definitely an active train spur because you could hear the train from the hostel. I weighed my pack this morning. Dan did too. Mine's about 34 and a half with 3 nights food, 4 days food. And his is like 25. So I'm carrying about 10 more pounds. I gotta lighten this load once it warms up. It's a lot of weight. And I probably got 1 3/4 liters of water. It all adds up. The terrain's been surprisingly good. I was expecting steep up climb like out of hot springs. Maybe it's still coming. Just finished my first break at that shelter. It's like 10:05 now. I get cold when I stop because of the sweat. It's been a nice morning. The last uphill got steep at the end, but the earlier part was better than I expected. It's actually nice. So, make sure I don't get lost. Okay, so Dan hasn't caught up to me yet. I have no idea how long he had to stay to wait for those people at the hostel. Anyway, he'll catch up to me. I'll stop at Indian Grave Gap, which is 4 miles or so ahead, and possibly take lunch there. All right, let's get going. I'm enjoying today's hike. There's a lot of rolling ups and downs, and gotta watch your footing because of the rocks and things, but overall a really nice day. The sun's out. Temperature when you're moving is great. It's in the 40s. Dan's probably a mile something behind me. I just got a text. So we will meet at Indian Grave Gap and have some lunch. I got like a couple more miles. I'm feeling pretty good today. We went to a primo Italian place in town. Lucky took us, and I had a meat lasagna and some garlic bread. And that's exactly what my body needed. So I'm feeling okay today. I gotta watch these rocks. So, I'm enjoying today. We're supposed to get to Beauty Spot today. So hopefully we get some nice views. This is what you gotta watch out for every now and then. Okay. Just taking a breather on this hill. I got 1 more mile and I'll be at Indian Grave Gap, and I just gotta get up over this this little section. So it's a nice place to look. I can tell I've come up in elevation a little bit. All right, let's get going. 1 mile and I can take a break. So while I'm waiting for Dan, thought I'd fill you in on the Lucky story. So I know on yesterday's video we talked a little bit about it. So she really surprised me. Just happened to run into her at Uncle Johnnie's. And then Prophet, we found out later, was in Erwin at one of the hotels in town. And he was actually looking for a ride to go to Trail Days. So I know Lucky was also wanting to see if anybody wanted to go to Trail Days, and Dan and I decided to just keep going. But anyway, I connected the two. So Lucky was picking up Prophet this morning and they were heading to Trail Days. So hopefully they'll have fun, and maybe she'll be able to get some hiking in even with Prophet at some point when they get back on trail, or when he gets back on trail. So crazy things happen on the trail, and they happen for a reason. All right, we just had a quick break. Dan caught up to me, and now we're heading up to Beauty Spot in a little bit. A couple miles, 2.4 away. Made it to the power line. Should be a parking area next. Still not quite to the top. Probably a half more mile. All right. We're at Beauty Spot.
Good. Beautiful up here.
All right. Last view.
Picture of that.
Last view. Beauty Spot. All right. I think we're at 11 something. We got to make some decisions in another 1.5 miles. All right. So long, Beauty Spot. We're on to our next hill. We got to go down so we can go up. That's the name of the game on the AT. You can see they had a prescribed burn this year. All these burned trees. We're just looking at that mountain in front of us. I'm wondering when we're climbing it. This is our water source. And it looks like there's a tent site down there. So we just gotta decide if we want to park it here or go another 1.6. So we decided to set up camp. It's kind of slanted areas, so we had to put the 2 tents kind of close. Hopefully it doesn't rain because it'll probably run that way. a little cloudy. This big surbar is really good. Terry had one.
And you were giving it to the ants?
The ants were trying to get it. Just hung the bear bags.